Hello Discord, what is up? This is Galactic Elliot. Yes, I'm introducing you guys to Discord because this will only be seen in my Galactic Elliot's Discord server and Just Play Pokemon's Discord server, because Just Play Pokemon and I are going to be doing a thing called the Pokemon Renegade Platinum Ultimate Nuzlocke Co-op. Basically, Pokemon Renegade Platinum is a ROM hack of Platinum, obviously, and what's cool about it is that you can find all 493 Pokemon in the game that you typically would not be able to find. You could also, you also have a nice little enhanced version of the game, whereas it's more difficult and more challenging in general. Pokemon such as Luxray, which is typically just electric, was now electric dark. Strider, which is typically flying and normal, is now flying and fighting, etc. It's an enhanced version. It's really cool, and I really can't wait to get it started. And something like Kricketune, which is typically a pretty weak Pokemon, that does have now base 115 attack, which is super duper awesome. So yeah. Why do we need you guys for, though? What do we need you guys for? Basically, we need you guys to send us eggs. We're doing an Ultimate Nuzlocke, which is basically a group of different Nuzlocke formats all put into one. It's a combination of different Nuzlocke varieties, and one of which is an egg lock. This is not an egg lock, this is just part of it. So, in the description down below, I have a nice little draft for you guys. By the way, this ROM hack was made by Adriano60, shout out to him. And the person that helped me with all of this was Matt Ukena, aka Sword 10 Police, so shout out to Matt. He created all of this, so you guys should definitely give him some love. But yeah, basically, over in the drive in the description down below, you'll have a nice little zip folder that should have pretty much the save file, PK hex, and a template to base your eggs off of. And then over here is the send us eggs, the document that will basically show you guys what you should do and how you will make eggs for us. So first and foremost, once you get over here, you will notice that it says that you do not need a DS, 3DS, or any sort of modification to do this. You'll just need a computer, internet, and PK hex, which PK hex is given to you, so you don't even have to even worry about that. First and foremost, make sure you go ahead and download everything that was in the drive. None of it's a virus, so if Chrome says it's a virus, don't worry about it, just say keep. And then you should be able to download it. And once you do that, you will get a nice little folder that looks like this. And once you do that, you have the, nice little PK hex over here. And then you also have, like I said before, the save files and the templates. So you want to definitely open up PK hex first. That's the most important thing. And it will pop up like this. It's going to pop up with pretty much nothing. So then once you open it up, go over to open. And then it should bring you, it shouldn't bring you right away to this, maybe it will, but if it doesn't, then just find where you downloaded the folder to, of course, unzip it and all that first, and then go over to save files, and then you should be able to find both of these. So, just so you guys know, you can send up to 5 eggs per person. So if you want to send me 5 Pokemon, and you want to send Just Play Pokemon 5 Pokemon, go ahead and do that. That's the max per person, though. So 5 to me, and 5 to Just Play Pokemon. 10 total eggs. And please, if you guys are doing this, make sure you send some unique stuff. Don't just send us a Grammar. Don't send us a Bulbasaur. Don't send us an Eevee. We've used those Pokemon a billion times. Send us something unique and something different. Something that, will be different in this game. And, to give you guys an example, certain abilities that typically would not be on a Pokemon are now with Pokemon, because hidden abilities are now a thing. I believe that's how it works, at least. And there are certain abilities that are with Pokemon that typically wouldn't in general, like Beldum having Iron Fist, or Rockhead that turns into Iron Fist later on. It's pretty interesting how all this stuff works. Make sure you guys check out Renegade Platinum by Googling it and figuring out all of this type of stuff. It's really, really cool. But yeah, if you want to make me an egg, though, open up Elliot's save file. And make sure, you, like I said before, to send us unique stuff. Don't send me and Robbie the same exact egg, because that's just going to be boring. Don't send us both, an Eevee. Don't send us Eevee in general. We get Eevee way too much. But, for example, let's say you were to send me a Buizel, which you're more than welcome to send me a Buizel if you want to. Don't send Robbie a Buizel as well. And if you're going to send Robbie a Munchlax, don't send me a Munchlax as well. Send us different things, and different things that you typically wouldn't see in a playthrough. So yeah, open up the save file, and then it should open up like this. I don't know why RCS pops up, but that's what pops up. And yeah, basically all you have to do at that point is just click File, Open again, and this time go over to where it says Template Eggs, and then open up Elliot's Template Egg. And then over here it should bring up Grimer, because that's what Matt's, template, basically, example is for you guys. So once you do that, just make sure you guys read up on all this type of stuff. So I'm gonna help you guys with all of this type of stuff, but I want you guys to also read up on it. So basically, the following legality checks have been removed for the sake of the series, so you can nickname the eggs, so don't even worry about that. Held item, you can give whatever you want. If you want to, you know, give me a poison type, you can give me Black Sludge. If you want to give me Pokemon that needs recovery, give it Leftovers. If you want to give me something like a Choice Band for a really hard-hitting Pokemon, give me a Choice Band. If you want to give me a Pokemon that evolves through the Moonstone, Leaf Stone, Ice Stone, whatever the case is, you guys can give me the Leaf Stone, Ice Stone, whatever the case is. So, yeah. Basically, the only Pokemon that will evolve through an Ice Stone, by the way, in this game is Eevee, the Glaceon, and Leaf Stone will evolve it to Leafeon. That was changed in this game, as well as other things as well. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, you can also change the Pokeball of the Pokemon as well. So that's pretty awesome. You can tell that Matt built this because it says origin of the game, Renegade Platinum. So that's really, really cool. Make sure that you open up the Pika Hex that's in the folder, though. If you have your own Pika Hex, don't open up that one because that won't have all of this. This build was made by Matt, my man Matt. He made this himself. So make sure you guys use this because this will make it a lot easier for you. And I'm so sorry. I don't know why that just happened. Okay. Come on. What's going on? Okay, cool. So we're good now. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why that happened. So, yeah, as far as things go, you guys can see all of this shenanigans. And yeah, don't mess mess around with too many of these things. But the things that he tells you can mess around with are fine. So extract all the files, we already totally do that, and then open up the save file, load the template egg, ensure that you use the template eggs provided. So if if you're gonna give me something, make sure you have the Grimer loaded up, and then base it off the Grimer that you loaded up. And failure to use legal test will not, it will not work as intended. So make sure you guys do this correctly. Make it easy for me and Matt to go through all of these eggs. So yeah, modify the eggs to your liking, ensure that it's legal before saves are sending. So I'm gonna basically gonna show you guys how to do all this type of stuff. Also, the deadline, as you guys may be able to tell if you open this up, is going to be this Saturday. So make sure you guys send this to us by this Saturday. 5 Pokemon per person. Email is over here, so if you guys want to know the email, it's right over there. Easy, simple, peasy, and everything above. Also, to note, egg moves are not going to be from Platinum. They're going to actually be from Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So that's really cool. I'm really happy that I'm really happy that they're doing that, and I look forward to seeing what you guys can send. Pokemon moves in general also have been edited, so there are certain moves like Skull that are now in the game which take over as brines, so that's pretty cool as well. So yeah, without further ado, if you're gonna see sending us Pokemon like Azuro, why not Badoo? Don't send us Roselia, Bonfit, or Meryl. Make sure they're Azuro, why not Badoo? Or Munchlax if you're sending us Munchlax. Do not give us Snorlax. I know you technically can send us things like that, and Mr. Mime and whatnot, but send us Mime Jr. Send us the real babies. Otherwise, we will not be allowing this. So just because you can, breed these technically, we want the baby Pokemon. Make sure they're all level 1. Again, if you're basing this off of the template, you don't have to worry about a lot of these things because they're already done for you. So, for example, level 1's done. Hatch counters at 0. Don't mess with any of these things. These are already good for you. They're already, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So you're all good for that. As far as things go, after that, let's say we want to make a Weasel. Okay, that's be my example Pokemon. Let's make a Weasel. Why not? Let's make a Weasel. So first and foremost, you can change your gender over here, male or female. You can make it male because Weasel male, fine. We'll name it Jet just as an example. Weird name, whatever. It's a Jet Pokemon. You can make it level 1. Keep that. For nature, I'm gonna keep it as I'm actually gonna make this thing Jolly. Jolly is plus speed minus special attack. Literally, you can put any of these abilities, or natures I should say, and hover your mouse over them and they will tell you what they do. As I know you guys may not know what these do, just hover your mouse over and it will tell you what they do. It's easy, it's simple. And let's give this thing Leftovers because that's just a good item to give it. Life Orb is, you could give me a Life Orb, but Life Orb just be careful with because we do lose HP every time we use a move with Life Orb. So just be careful with that. At least if they're attacking moves. As far as things go, you can look at the ability and Water Veil, which I don't think was a ability before Generation 5, you can now give it. So you can give it Water Veil. Water Veil makes it to where Fire-type moves are very much reduced in power, and it makes it so Weasel cannot be burned. It's a really, really good ability. So if you're going to be sending me a Weasel, for example, Water Veil is a really, really, really good ability. At that point, you can go over here, like I said, on the Met tab, only edit the Pokeball. And you don't even have to even edit the Pokeball, but yeah. Whatever, make the Pokeball whatever you want. I'll make it a repeat ball. Whatever. It matches the skin. It's cool. And then make sure, again, to nickname the Pokemon because we don't want to just see Egg. we want to see you guys giving us some sort of unique stuff for the, you know, Pokemon. Because we're going to be seeing this as an egg named Jet. So we're going to be like, what's Jet? And then, yeah. And then over here on stats, do not edit the randomize, or do not edit the EVs at all. But for the IVs, you can randomize it to whatever you want by clicking on randomize IVs, or you can hold on control and then click randomize IVs to make them all 31, which if you want to make the Pokemon really powerful, go ahead and do that if you want to. If you want to make them randomized, just click randomize. But we're going to just make them all max. Why not? And then over here, you're going to see the moves that were from Grimer originally. Obviously, change these. You can either click on the current moves thing, and it'll tell you what moves are recommended. Don't do that. That's kind of lame. Instead, what you can do is use one of these said websites over here. So you can either use Wikipedia, Cerebi, or Pokemon DB. I personally like to use Pokemon DB. It is a very, very good website. I highly recommend using it. Literally, just click on it and open it up. Or you can just change the name and the URL. We're just going to do it the old-fashioned way and just play Weasel over here and open up Weasel. Scroll down to over here where it says Ultra Sun and Moon. Like I said before, egg moves are based off of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which is super duper nice. And then scroll down to over here where it says egg moves. Completely ignore move tutor moves. You cannot teach Pokemon move tutor moves, and you cannot teach Pokemon the level up moves either. Unless they're level 1, don't teach them any of these moves. And please do not teach them any TMs either. These are all going to be set to illegal. So make sure you don't do that. But yeah, as far as things go, whenever you're making these Pokemon, base it off their egg moves and their level 1 moves. So let's give Weasel the best moves possible. Aqua Tail is a really, really good move, especially to start off with. So we're going to give it Aqua Tail. We're also going to give it Fury Cutter. Why not? You know, whatever. Like, he doesn't really get the best egg moves ever, but let's give him Fury Cutter. Headbutt is a cool move, I guess. And last but not least, let's give him... no. Let's give him Slash. Why not? So, the only illegal move will be Aqua Tail. I'm guessing that's because you cannot typically get that as an egg move in Platinum. Do not even worry about that, though, because, you know, we can't really set that to be illegal or legal or whatever. So just ignore that. If that's the only legal thing, that's fine. And then do not touch the OT/miscellaneous at all. This should be completely ignored, guys. Completely ignored. You can also make the Pokemon shiny by clicking on the shiny button over here. If you don't want to be shiny, though, you can just click reroll and then it'll make it non-shiny. If you don't want the Pokemon to be shiny, then just click reroll. In the end of the process, just click reroll, and then you should be pretty much good to go. After you do have rerolled it a few times, click control, and then click on the little triangle over here, and it'll tell you pretty much everything that's illegal or legal. And yeah, as far as things go, the only thing that's illegal for us is just Aqua Tail. That's fine. That's okay. That's fine. That we did a good job. The only thing that's gonna be illegal is that, and yeah. As far as things go, expected the following moves. We don't really need to worry about that because those are the level 1 moves. It's all good. We're basing these things off of the egg moves. So once you're done with that, literally all you have to do at that point is do file and then do save Pokemon. And this is really, really important, guys. This is really, really, really important. So over here, it shows the name 418 Jet. But, you know, if it shows any sort of symbol, do not name it that Pokemon. Literally, just name it Jet. Name it the nickname that you give the Pokemon. Just Jet. That's it. Just jet it up. Make it simple. Make it fresh. Make sure it says .pk4. Make sure you're doing save Pokemon. Do not save the save file. I've seen a lot of people do this. Please, please, please send us the PK4 file. And like I said before, just do file, do save PKM, and then you should be good to go. Don't worry about why this is named Sex Drive. There's nothing to be seen there. But don't worry about it. But like I said before, just name it Jet. Make sure over here it's decrypted PKM file .pk4, and then click save. And then yeah, do this for the next 9 Pokemon if you want to send me and Robbie 5 each. And you should be pretty much good to go at that point. Just make sure whenever you're sending Robbie a egg that you do open, and then you go to JVP template egg. And well, before you even do that, don't ignore me. Before you even do that, go to save files again and make sure you're opening a Robbie's save file, and then go back to file, and then go now back to template eggs, and then do JVP template eggs. This is super important, especially if you want to have the Pokemon be shiny. The shiny will not stay if it is not under the correct save file. So once you're done with that, you know, you're good to go. Just make sure it's under the right save file, and then just do save Pokemon. And then by the time you're done, just make sure that you send us the eggs to the correct emails. galacticeggiot@gmail.com, justplaypkmn@gmail.com. These will be the places to send us the eggs. Make sure that you send them all in one egg, though, all 5 in one. And make sure they're all legal, make sure they're all good to go. Because I got a lot of people that send me a file, and then are like, whoops, I did something wrong, and then send me another file. That's okay if you need to do it, but please just look it over before that, just so we don't get a billion different files. No offense to anybody that's done that. I completely understand why that happens at times, but please make sure that you're sending the right things, because we don't want to have a billion files. I mean, running through a lot of these things just to end this off, but at that point, you pretty much made your eggs, and it takes like literally 3 minutes per egg. So this shouldn't take long at all. You should be all good to go. I did not mention this before, but do not use PP ups on the moves either. That's really, really important. You do not give any ribbons to Pokemon. Again, do not miss any of the OT/miscellaneous stuff. You know, update the PID once you're done. The legality check, just do as follows. If any egg move is illegal, but as an egg move past Pokemon Platinum, that will be accepted. We mentioned that before. If an egg move is flagged as illegal for any other reason, it will be discarded. So please send us things that are legal, and then say Pokemon, etc., etc., etc. So we're good to go. These are added check/modified resources, just so you guys are familiar with these things. Here's a link to Cathodic's, you know, Project Pokemon. See different parts of Pika Hex over there. Shout out to Cathodic's for helping with Pika Hex and making Pika Hex. He's the person that created it. And Matt, aka Certain Please, is the person that helps a lot with these types of things. And seriously, shout out to him. He's amazing. Don't know where I'd be without the guy. Over here, he also mentions Pokemon moves that have been changed. So Barrage is now Draining Kiss, Brine is now Scald, Constrict is now Icicle Crash, Horn Drill is now Drill Run, Lunar Dance is now Moonblast, Luster Purge is now Dazzling Gleam, Mist Ball is now Disarming Voice, Sand Tomb is now Bulldoze, Submission is now Play Rough, Twist is now Hurricane, and Full Tackle is now Wild Charge. And like we said before, there's Ice Stone in this game for Eevee to evolve into Glaceon, and Prism Scale to evolve, I believe, Feebas into Milotic, as well as maybe some other thing. But I think that's the only thing in Generation, past Generation 4. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Pokemon Platinum updates many Pokemon abilities. Abilities shown are illegal in the ROM hacks. So Renegade Platinum does an amazing job with everything. Shout out again to Giuliano with pretty much making this whole entire thing happen. He's incredible. And yeah, so just look over this little doc, guys. Make sure you watch the video. And if you guys are watching and skipping through at the end, just make sure you guys read this more than anything else. And thank you guys so much for the support. Remember, if you're part of the Discord server, whether you're subscribed or not, you can send us eggs. So don't even worry about that. I forgot to mention that earlier. So if you guys are in the Discord server, whether you're subscribed or not, feel free to send us eggs. We want eggs from everybody in the Discord server. I don't care if you're not subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you, whether you're gifted a sub in the past and ran out, or if you just had to unsubscribe for reasons. I love you. I appreciate you. Feel free to send me 5 eggs. Feel free to send Robbie 5 eggs. You don't have to be subscribed to both of us to send us eggs. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Thank you guys so much for everything. You guys are amazing. I want to be able to do what I do without you, and I just want to remind you guys of that because it's so important to know that. I love y'all so much. Have a great rest of your night or day, and I'll catch you later on. Peace out.